so many little variants and stuff with that.
Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over here at Albergan Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, what is it? I got this old used gun? Yeah, that's it. I've got this old used gun. The old used gun I've got today is not particularly an old gun. I think it was produced sometime in the last 15 years. It is a Marlin Model 60. Now, why do I keep reviewing Marlin Model 60s? Well, I keep reviewing Marlin Model 60s. I'm going to stop reviewing them when I find one that doesn't work. The 60's been around since about 1960. When Marlin went out of business a couple of years ago and was bought out by Ruger, Ruger decided that it wasn't going to manufacture the second best-selling .22 rifle in America anymore and be in competition with its own product, which is the 10/22. And that's it. No more 60s around. There are some copies of 60s, some manufactured under licensed ones from South America, manufactured by Brass Tech International. I think they call it that 22 and the 22 Plinkster and the International Plinkster and the so on and so forth. And basically it's a simplified version of the Model 60. But the Model 60 is probably in the running between it and the 10/22 for which is the best overall 22 semi-automatic hunting rifle in America. And there's a lot of other hunting rifles you can get, and a lot of other plinking rifles you can get. The Browning AT and the Remington Speedmaster and the old Ithaca Lightning and so on and so forth. But when it comes right down to it, for the price point, it's one of the best rifles there is. They cost about $100 less than a 10/22. Or over the years, they cost about 25% less than a 10/22. The first semi-automatic rifle I ever owned was a Model 60. And it was a barn burner, buddy. As a matter of fact, I think it was the Glenfield version. Now, Marlin had a line called Glenfield, and they were a little cheaper. The wood was a little cheaper. The furniture and so forth and the fittings were a little cheaper made, but they were just as good as the name brand product. And they sold the Glenfields through big box and department stores and so forth. Bob loaded this guy up. Now, this guy has the 3/4 length magazine tube on the full length rifle. It holds 13 rounds. Normally they would hold 15 to 16, 17 rounds, be all the way out here at the end. There was also a short version for the carbine that was down here that held 10. Got a train coming, so while the train's blowing through, let's shoot some 22s. See how it works. And this is about the fourth one of these things I've reviewed on my channel over the years, and I can't find one that doesn't work good. So we'll lay it over the bench here, and I'll see how it shoots at 25 yards. Put that guy off safe. Let the engineer get past, which he's down over a hill, There's over there, you can't see the top of the train from here. It's down over a steep embankment. All right, so, there's no real safety. Let's try it. I guess I could put one in it. Whoops. Oh. Well, speak of the devil, finally found one doesn't work. Uh-oh. I think I found one doesn't work. Bolts lock back and won't go forward. This model has a bolt lockback mechanism on it. Operating on the premise that it's stuck. Well, I'm at a loss. The first one I ever seen didn't work right. I have no idea what's wrong with it. Well, the first thing to do is get it unloaded. Next thing to do is get that round out of there and into the chamber somehow or another. Oh, let's see. I guess we're down to pocket knife. Bear with us, boys and girls. We have another rifle. We've got other rifles. I've always kind of apprehensive about pushing on the rim of a 22 cartridge with a, still won't go forward. Still won't go forward. Where'd you get this gun?
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes Marlins, I've seen Marlins not like stingers.
Yeah.
Not saying that's what it is.
Well, it's too late to put an auto match in it. There's the bolt catch. That's the bolt catch. It's in bolt release. I dig through my wife's purse here and see if I can find a what seems to be the problem? Well, okay, it doesn't like them. Okay, it doesn't like stingers. We'll say it don't like stingers. The stinger may drive it back too far. Okay, so in for penny, in for pound. Let's take these, put them over here. The bolt looks like it's back a little too far. Let's get some of these. We're shooting pretty good when I'm shooting it. All right, let's put some shells, regular shells in. These are auto match. You know, I'm down to about 20,000 rounds of auto match. I'm gonna have to go buy me some. Wife's like, you got enough 22s to race you for the rest of your life. Really? How long is that gonna be? Well, I don't have this conversation. I'm like, me neither. All right, got some in it. See if that's our problem. Looks like this gun could be lubricated a little bit, probably help it a lot. All right, let's try it now. Okay. It went in there. Is it in there? Yeah, it's in there. Okay, back to the spray paint can at 25 yards. Hit, 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 hit. Okay. Ooh, there's shotgun shell. Oh, there used to be a shotgun shell. See more laying down there? There's one. Oh, I'm out. It's locked back, and the follower is showing. All right. Yeah, it threw the bolt back too far. So apparently this gun doesn't like stingers. But it seems to like auto match. So for the purposes of argument, let's see if we can't run another one through it. Or let's see if we can have a big hand cramp. It's not my day. Raining on and off. We've been dodging the rain, trying to make videos. You know. See, the other creators, they don't tell you their problems. Me, you see it. I'm out here doing it. When I got a problem, you see it. When I have a malfunction on the gun, I show it to you. My purpose is to convey information to you, especially on issues like old used guns. You know, find no used gun worth having. This one apparently doesn't like stingers, but you know, there's a lot of guns out there that don't like stingers. At least that barrel's going this time. There we go. Now we fit up in there? Yep, I think so. All right. There's a clay pigeon chip on the backstop at 50 yards, about the size of a silver dollar. Let's see if we can hit it. Yep, we sure can. Okay. We got the little high pressure welding bottle cap, hat is called, on a peg down there that I used to simulate a groundhog at 50 yards. Let's see if we can hit it. Sure can. It's a doodling around there. Like I said, these cotton picking things, with certain idiosyncrasies, it's one of the best 22 rifles ever made in America. Fun to shoot. King of the beer can sinkers, buddy. Well, what are these guys worth? Well, this one, of course, it's a used gun, and once you get out and use them, they're not worth much in terms of any commemorative value that they may have. This one has a medallion in the stock. Marlin sometimes had a bullseye in their medallion. Sometimes they had a, small game hunting association or Marlin Collectors Club or something like that. And this one has a adult and a child with a rifle in his hands. It says safety, ethics, sportsmanship. I'm all about that, buddy. Yes, sir. All right, then. That's about the size of it. Good old Marlin Model 60. And what are they worth? Well, the gun's been completely out of production now for at least 2 years. More like 2.5, 3 years. I see them for sale. They're all over the place like a mad woman's underclothes, just to tell you the truth. I think this one was bought for $100. But I've seen them for sale on pawn shop racks and gun shows and stuff for, $250 and up. Just a matter of whether or not the seller or reseller is a chiseler. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth $150 any day of the week. $200, it's getting to the limit. 300, absolutely not. You can buy 1022 for that. All right, then. Like I take, share, fire, commentate, and subscribe. We'll see you when we see you. God bless everyone. God bless you and me. I could really use it. God bless Donald Trump. Join the NRA. They're under new management now. The money ain't going out the back door like it used to. So, you know, and here's the deal, people. If it wasn't for the NRA, you would have been disarmed 50 years ago. All right, then. We'll see y'all when we see you. Bye now.